Hi YouTube, trying to bring you along and show a little more of the progress as we go. We got our patch piece, got it welded in, and not really concerned about aesthetics too much. Every bit of this is going to be covered up, but we're trying to do a decent job as we go. We made our bend, got our radius, and we stopped welding here for a reason, and that reason is this is coming out. We're going to come back here and come back and cut under here, cut that piece out, make this section, put it back in next, and then we can start back where it'll be a little easier and go along. We made a practice piece, which will be the exterior patch. Now, I don't know if I'm going to be able to set this in there with one hand or not. Probably not. But that'll be something close. And that radius is good, but there's a reason I'm not going to use that piece. And I'll explain why. Obviously, once this piece is in, we'll fabricate another piece to go on top, and that'll weld to this and those two. This piece and then the other one will be the final two, and you'll get this look here. The reason why we're not going to use this one, and like I said, it was just a practice piece. It was something I did the other day. If you look down, you can tell that I made that angle in a vise, a 6-inch vise, and it's kind of bumpy, wavy. And I knew that I would have to either take the metal and break it somewhere, or either take a couple hours and make something here that I can just break that metal with as I go. So I made a little sheet metal brake. And the top part is spring loaded. You can slide your sheet metal. I can do up to about 18 inches on this. And it works really well. I was actually surprised how well it does work. But now I can cut my piece, my finished piece, out of my sheet metal, and I can get a good straight break, no bumps, no waves, all the way down with this. So that'll be what's next, and when we get that piece started, we'll bring you along. But there again, that's the inner part of that patch done, and we stopped it there. I think what we'll do next is just continue on until we get the inner part all the way back out of the way, back in here, get all this cut out up underneath. Not going to worry about the top part just yet. I think we're going to be able to get away with just the inside here. That's just a little bit of surface. Maybe it's not too bad, but and then when we get on back in here, we're not too terribly bad, and that's where we put the patch in last time. So coming along, just a little slow, a little crusty, rusty, and it is the Rusty Metal Garage. Bring you back. Alright YouTube, we're back, and we have gotten down to this point. That's about where we said we were going to stop with that patch. That turned out really good. I'm pretty happy. It's real strong. So now from here, where we said we were going to stop, right in here, all the way up, we got the radius all the way up to where we said we were going to stop at the top. All new sheet metal, rust is gone. And what I'm looking at and probably most happy about is this edge all the way down is straight. Got the exact radius out to this point, which is just like the other side over there. mirrored the other side all the way down to here, and it's going to be extremely easy through here compared to that. We decided to leave that hole, factory hole. The one thing I'm not really sure about is if these little bit of pitted areas in here, I don't want to try to take the time to fill that with a welder. It'd take forever. I'm wondering, it being the inner part of that quarter panel, should I fiberglass that, or should I just epoxy and spray down in there as far as I can, as good as I can before I close this off? I'm just not real sure about that, so I'm going to probably post this video and just leave that as a question. Should I try to put that short strand and level that out? It not really, that's going to be covered up. So again, I'll just pose that as a question. Should I fiberglass that area, or just spray it good and then cover with my exterior piece, my exterior patch? So I'll leave that out there on this video and hope for a response, because my plan is to get back on this. Roger, I know you've been down that road. Mark, Double R, Russ, I know you're mostly new panel stuff, but if anybody's got a suggestion, idea. I did clean this area out where I saw that little bit of surface. It's not real deep, and it's contained right in this area. I'll probably just fill that. I'm not going to patch that. It's not all the way through, not even close. So going to leave that like it is for now. But again, I'm real happy with the patch all the way up. That's going to add a lot of strength to this piece when I go with it. So again, making a little progress. Going to probably call it a wrap there for the night, and get back out here tomorrow and see if we can come on down and at least get this side finished tomorrow. Meet these two places where we're good, here and there. And then we'll have a little bit to do in that area there on the other side. So get that done. I think the next thing I'm going to try to do is just clean this up and go ahead and spray it all with epoxy. And then we'll try to get on that package tray. Hopefully it won't be too terribly bad. Probably going to go back and look at some of Double R's older videos and get some ideas on how he went about it. I know he did the package tray extensions as well, but I think we're going to leave ours where they're at. Alright, so we'll bring you back tomorrow sometime and we'll get going again. I appreciate everybody watching, subscribing, and leave comments for sure. Some of you guys been down this road. If you see anything that I'm doing terribly wrong, please tell me, because we new at this, and I'll appreciate it. Thanks, guys.